Broadcasting from Cincinnati, you're listening to the Ringside Reporter podcast. All the news from the world of boxing right here.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Now, here's your host, Eric Lorda.
And we are live. Welcome to the Ringside Reporter Show, where we talk about the latest boxing news. If it's related to boxing, we'll talk about it right here. My name is Eric Lorta, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Habib. We got a great show for you today, and if you want to call in, 570-530-8316. Let's get it started with DAZN. Must-see TV, Beeb. My guy. Must-see TV. Ben Whittaker versus Benjamin Gavazi at light heavyweight. Ben Whittaker looks sensational. Knocked out Benjamin Gavazi in the very first round. I haven't seen anything like this in quite a while, man. Whittaker put Gavazi on the deck and then finished him just seconds later. The final combination that Whittaker hit him with and put him out with, all those shots landed flush, man. Ben Whittaker, to me, is a star in the making. Beeb, I know you feel the same way about Whittaker as I do. They got to be careful with who they match him against because he's still young, all right? But if he keeps this up, sky's the limit, man. This was like a highlight reel knockout. This will always follow him. This was a highlight reel knockout. It was that good. After the fight, Whittaker stated that he doesn't think he's too far away from fighting David Benavidez. Now, while I like Whittaker, they want to pump the brakes on this, all right? He's not ready for Benavidez. He's not ready for anybody in that upper echelon just yet. He's only got 11 fights, though, guys. So far, he's making a splash. One bit of bad news, though. While Whittaker was knocking out Gavazi, his house was being robbed. They, remember Joe Burrow, the Cincinnati Bengal quarterback? He was on Monday night. I guess he was on Monday Night Football, and his house got robbed too. I guess they know what they're, you know what I mean? Like they coordinate when he's going to be out. They rob. People are just savages. Beeb, what did you make of Ben Whittaker's performance?
Well, he's definitely quick, definitely athletic, definitely can punch.
Next champion, right? I mean, you got to agree. I mean, you're England's favorite son. I mean, you got to agree with that.
Listen, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, but my only issue is this. All right, he's got 11 fights. I do think they need to step him up gradually.
He's got 11 fights.
I do like what David Allen said at the end of this fight. I have no problem him fighting a Craig Richards or definitely a Dan Aziz. I think he needs to fight that type of level of fighter next, in my opinion. And I agree with Dave Allen because he was the one that said it. Tony Bellew was a little bit questionable about that. He was pushing back a little bit. But there's questions about this guy, and we can't forget the Cameron fight. And, when you look at a guy like this, highly touted silver medalist, sky's the limit, out the gate, they got lofty expectations on him, right? So he's going to be under the microscope a little bit more than a guy with just 11 fights. Because you say, he's only got 11 fights, but the way this guy's been touted, he's not just some run-of-the-mill guy with 11 fights, based upon what we've been told, right?
I mean,
so
come on.
So we gotta
you know what it sounds like?
We gotta take the training wheels off.
It sounds like you're drinking that haterade again. All right. You have to give up
more
your
like
flat
the
in
truth
London.
serum.
Let me tell you what. You're gonna have to give up that flat in London. You keep talking like that. I'm telling you, Ben Whittaker is obviously the truth, man.
Everybody goes through life with questions they have to answer. Some people answer the questions, other people ignore them. Terrence Crawford answers the questions. Alexander Usyk answers the questions.
How long did it take him to answer the questions?
Devin Haney answers the questions, right? Naomi Inoue answers the questions. Vasily Lomachenko answered the questions. Shakur Stevenson is prepared to answer the questions. Guys like Tank Davis, they haven't answered the questions, right?
Tank Davis?
So
he beat Ryan Garcia.
Okay, where's the Lomachenko fight? Where's the Devin Haney
Lomachenko didn't
fight?
want to fight him. Lomachenko didn't want to fight him. Lomachenko didn't want that fight. He wanted after the Garcia fight. He said no.
When Lomachenko was in his prime, he most definitely wanted that fight, as Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney also did. But you know, we know what happened. But let's not get sidetracked there. So again, there's questions to be answered. Will he answer the questions, or will they continue to put these types of guys in front of him? I mean, let me ask you a last question. How many more fights with this level of opposition do you think he should have before he steps up?
Well, listen, first of all, that guy was good. The guy that he fought yesterday, that was a world-class guy. You know it, and I know it. And just because he made him look bad on the world stage, now he's a nobody.
Let's see where this guy's ranked. He's ranked 107th in the world on BoxRec, this guy.
That's on BoxRec. You can't go by BoxRec.
What are we going to go by, Lord of Rec?
Go by Lord of Rec.
We're going to go by Lord of Rec?
Much better. Much better.
So let's see what
where's Ben Whittaker ranked?
Let's see where Ben Whittaker's ranked. So Ben Whittaker's ranked number 21, and he fought a guy that was ranked 100.
So they're real close. None of the other guys would fight him. So like, I mean, how many people? Okay, wait a minute.
They're real close. Whoa, that's like saying a guy walks into a clothing shop. He's a 38 waist, and I'll buy those 34s, and it's only a couple inches.
Yeah, you can squeeze into them for a night or two. You know what I mean? You can. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh God.
All right. So he was 21st. The guy was ranked what? 100.
107.
All right, 107. How many people are in there? According to BoxRec, how many people are in that division?
1,903.
Come on, man. He's fighting quality guys. I mean, if he was like ranked 1,500, that'd be different. But you guys also got to remember, again, he's coming up. He's a new guy. They're going to feed him this to get him comfortable in there.
All right. I mean, he's 28 years old, too, so we'll see.
Why you got to age him? Why you got to age shame him? That's messed up. He's a young kid. He's coming up. He's a prospect.
Listen, one thing I do like, and he said it yesterday during an interview, no more showboating. He's gonna be a regular boxer now.
That sucks, though. That was the only thing that, he's got to keep that shtick. But as he goes up as he goes up in talent, you got to drop that stuff because you're not going to be. There was only one Prince, man.
Yeah.
Only one Nassim who could get away with that stuff.
Yeah. No, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm just not ready to jump on the.
It doesn't sound like it, though. I got to be honest. It sounds like you're really down on him. I don't know why. But, I mean, the kid's got a bright future and everything like that. And I see you just kind of pissing all over it. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Who was the guy that you were behind? There was a guy from Ohio, Big Baby Anderson. You were behind that guy, and you saw what happened to him.
He took that fight late. Late. He wasn't even in training when he had to accept that fight.
Once they took the
they told him, you fight or you're out. And that's what he had to do what he had to do.
Once they took
the training wheels. I got the inside track on this. I'm telling you what happened. Yeah, I'm telling you what happened, man.
You got some type of track over there.
That's what happened to him, though.
So that was
and now he's over there. He's sparring Jake Paul.
Well, he got found out, man. I mean, no disrespect to him, but once they took the training wheels off him, you saw what happened.
Oh, they put him in there. They put him in again. He didn't have. He took that fight on like 3 days' notice. He was vacationing at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people in the chat are saying it was a mismatch. Yeah, I think it was a mismatch. I mean, it was funny. I mean, you could tell though Whittaker was like levels above him though.
Of course.
You know what I mean? You could see it. But just in his movement, just in the way he delivered punches and everything, he was eons ahead of that dude.
Yeah. Like I said, there's definitely some potential there, but I got questions. That's all.
Kadali says Bacoli destroyed him. Speaking of Jared Anderson. That fight was a lot closer on paper than you guys remember. I mean, that That fight was a whole lot closer.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that Anderson was gonna do a lot better than he did.
On 3 days' notice?
3 days.
It was 3 days' notice.
It wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't.
He was in Ohio when he got that call.
Oh God, that's where he lives. Where's he supposed to be? In friggin' Alaska? When I get calls, I'm in Massachusetts. That's where I live.
I'm just saying, like I said, I got it on good accord that he had 2 days to prepare for that fight. He had 2 days to prepare for that fight. They called him. He was like, "You want to go to Saudi?" He was like, "Yeah, all right." You know, he was like, "I'm down." I heard he didn't even know he was going to fight.
Bob Arum.
I heard.
Bob Arum in Top Rank didn't want him to take the fight, but he was getting good money, so he couldn't turn it down.
He had to get like crazy money, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting.
They knew.
Money.
I mean, I think they knew. That's why they didn't want him to, you know.
They were concerned about it, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean,
so we'll see. We'll see who Whittaker fights next. If we see another guy ranked in the hundreds, then we'll have to,
you're gonna follow BoxRec? He was ranked top 10 in England.
What am I gonna do? Follow the sanctioning bodies?
Gavazi was ranked like top 10 in England. If you look at the BBC and all them others, they had him ranked in the top 10. The top 10 guy, Whittaker's just messed up.
Yeah, I'm in the top 10 right now. If you put me in there with middle school kids too.
Some big middle school kids now. I'll tell you what, man.
I could be in the top 10 in dodgeball right now if you put me in with middle school kids.
That's still pretty good. So, Beeb, what fight would you like to see him fight next? Do you think? Let me see. At 11 fights, do you think you put him, or 11 or 12 fights or whatever he's got? Because doesn't he have a draw or a no contest or something like that?
He's got a draw.
And so he got 12 fights.
Yeah.
So with 12 fights, realistically, if you're his manager, do you feed him a couple more guys like this, or do you step him up now?
Let me say something. What about Willie Hutchinson? Willie Hutchinson's a good fight.
Yeah.
That's a good fight for him.
Yeah. I think that's a good fight.
Right? I have a problem with that. Dan Aziz, I like at Craig Richards. Craig Richards is ranked number 21 on 20 on BoxRec. Ben Whittaker's ranked number 21. Where's Dan Aziz on here? He's not even on here. Wow, he's down. I can't even find Dan Aziz. Lyndon Arthur. Here's another one. Lyndon Arthur. He's ranked number 27.
No, I don't know that he's ready for Lyndon Arthur.
What do you mean?
You think?
Lyndon Arthur's is okay. He's not a world beater. Lyndon Arthur.
That might be a good name fight for him. I don't know.
Craig Richards, right?
Gotta watch, man, especially when they're young, because experience counts for a lot. Especially when they start up in their competition level, man. Experience counts for a lot, man. It really does.
I actually like the Willie Hutchinson fight for him, but because Willie Hutchinson's not as quick, not a huge puncher, but he's a pressure guy. He's a guy that's going to come at him. So,
and he might be made to order. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Felix Sturm is still fighting. Wow.
Really?
So here it is. Dan Aziz is
Felix Sturm is still what weight? Light heavyweight?
Yep. Dan Aziz is ranked number 41. Right. So I don't hate the Dan Aziz fight. I think the Dan Aziz fight's a great fight next. Really is. Or Craig Richards. I agree with David Allen. I thought those two names.
David Allen.
Listen, put the pom-poms down, will you please?
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I gave you a very good case on why he is who he is.
Worst case I've ever heard in my life. If you were a lawyer, all your clients would
would be on death row.
You'd be on death row. You'd have made a horrible case.
All right. Let's go. Okay, so what I'm trying to think here. What was the undercard in there? Was there anything of note there? Because that's the only one I caught. There's the Whittaker Aziz fight.
Yeah, I only watched the main event too. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't crazy about the whole card, so Yeah, it wasn't anyone like they think Zarafa Barrett, Azelfa Barrett, whatever. I know him a little bit, but these were all local guys. I didn't know. I didn't really know him.
Yeah, how old is Felix Sturm now?
He's got to be.
He fought De La Hoya. I thought he beat De La Hoya, but
let me see how old he is. But I just saw him in BoxRec. Yeah, he's in there. He's what the fuck? He's 46 years old.
What?
Jesus.
Why is he
Christ.
still fighting? Would he owe back taxes or something?
Let me see. He just fought in February. So his last he fought in 2023 in December.
Who did he fight?
And then he came back in February.
It couldn't have been like anybody of note, right?
No. Just a guy who was 14-1-2. And he knocked him out in 3 rounds.
That's not cool, man. Like, what is his record? Sturm's 46.
What's first Sturm's record right now? Let's take a look. 45-6-3. Yeah.
Dude.
So why doesn't Ben Whittaker fight him?
Ben Whittaker would ice that dude at 46.
I know.
Yeah, that should be his next fight.
Yeah,
that should be his next fight. If I was his manager, I'd be hooking that up.
Yeah. Want to keep giving him softballs? Go ahead.
Robbie Ellie says I'm 49. Yeah, can you imagine 46 still being in there? There's no way, dude. I mean, you can't. He can't run with anybody of note.
I think Hopkins was like the outlier.
The alien. Yeah. I mean, he really was.
People don't give him enough credit for what he did, man. Like what he did.
Because they don't like him.
I
never a press guy. You know what I mean? Like, and he's always full of quotes and everything like that. But when he was fighting, he just wasn't very likable. That was it.
Yeah,
I liked him, but
I loved him.
Yeah.
I loved Hopkins, but the thing is you know, he went against the grain a lot, you know?
Yeah. You know, if he was more like De La Hoya, I mean, sky's the limit. But again, that's just not who he is.
Yeah, I loved him.
Yeah.
I loved him.
And you knew when De La Hoya came out of the Olympics, you know, Madison Avenue, you know what I mean? He was going to be in commercials,
right?
Everything like that.
Central Casting, you knew that.
And I'll tell you what, man, and that's where Floyd messed up. To be honest with you, Floyd, you know how big Floyd could have been if he followed like the Sugar Ray Leonard route? You know what I mean? Commercials, everything like that. Yeah. It would have been huge.
Made a lot of money, but, you know, you would have thought that he would have.
He could have been. Yeah, he would have had still be fighting, to tell you that.
He would have had like Michael Jordan money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, easy.
The amount of money Michael Jordan makes just on his endorsements alone, it's just mind blowing.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And how many commercials is he even in anymore?
Who, Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
I don't think he's in that many commercials, but it's just that Jordan brand and
that Jordan brand. Yep, that Jordan brand.
You
know, or just to put his name on anything. You know.
Yeah. And LeBron's another one who's got a lot of endorsements. He's a billionaire already too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's crazy, man. Pocket, thank you so much. He said, Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys too.
Guys.
And smash the like button. Yeah, like and subscribe if you guys like what we're doing. Just hit that like button, man. Doesn't cost anything. There you go. All right, let's talk about ESPN Deportes. Lazaro Lorenzana versus Luis Arias. Lorenzana wins by unanimous decision, 100-90, 99-91, and 98-92. Wow, what a barn burner that was. All right, so the reason I'm bringing up ESPN Deportes, because this was Manny Pacquiao's first promotional card.
Yep.
All right. And it was co-featured was Jimuel, I think it's Jimuel Pacquiao versus Brendan Lally. Brendan, and I tried to get it sounds like they're related. Remember Brett the Irish Hawk Lally? He's got to be, I think he's related to him somehow. I just don't know how.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's his son, his grandson. I don't know. But from the thing I was reading and trying to piece together, it sounds like they're kin in some way. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. It was a majority draw. Those two fought to a majority draw. One judge had Lally winning 39-37. The other two had it a draw, probably 38-38, I guess. This is, this is what everybody was looking forward to on the card. Nobody, this is what they came to see. They wanted to see if Pacquiao's son could be the next Pac-Man. I don't think that's going to be the case, man. He's already 24. What are you going to do? He's 24. If you're 24 and you're just getting your first pro fight in and you don't really have a big amateur background, it's not going to work for you. You remember like Aaron Pryor, I know a couple of his boy tried, and he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad, but it's hard. With Aaron Pryor, such a crazy talent. That's a generational talent.
Yeah.
And the things that he grew up with and those forged who he was. And when you're, the kids, they don't go through all that. They don't go through nearly what he went through, And look at Michael Jordan, and we could do that too. Michael Jordan's kid went to North Carolina, transferred out of North Carolina because he wasn't playing, So, and they weren't very good at they were good at basketball, good enough to get college, but not pro level.
No.
It's just hard for the kids to
wicked hard.
Right. Look at Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr., made it further than who else? Give me another name who made it further than him, whose dad was
Floyd Mayweather was the outlier. But other than that, you can't.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. wasn't that good. He was a journeyman at best.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Floyd Mayweather was like the outlier in that he was better than his dad. Most of the times, the sons aren't better than the dads.
No. And as far as like superstar, like LeBron's kid who's in the NBA now, the Bronny, nice kid and everything like that. But should he be in the NBA? Probably not.
Yeah, but do you think he'll get better though?
I don't see how you can't get better.
Yeah,
if you're going against that type of competition every single night,
yeah. My brother said he deserves to be in the NBA, but he's just not like his dad.
I don't think he wasn't even first on his team at USC.
So
the best guy on that team.
So you don't think he should be in the NBA at all?
No,
at any level in the NBA.
He would have been better. I think they forced it because they didn't know if James wanted to play with him, and I get all that. But the thing is, man, I think that if he would have stayed till his senior year and just worked in college, he would have been a better ball player.
There's a lot of pressure on him, obviously, right? Because obviously,
and you know what? And they've interviewed him a number of times. Super nice kid.
Yeah,
super nice kid. You can't say anything bad about him.
Sure.
Chavez Jr. on the other hand, running around with cartels, marrying El Chapo's daughter or something like that. I don't know.
That guy's a mess.
Yeah, man, it's tough, and because you get all that stuff, you're so privileged when it's a superstar, as one of their kids, man, you're so privileged that you forget what the real world is like. You forget what it's. You don't know what struggle is.
No,
you may struggle at a sport, but you don't know what struggle is, and that's always going to be the difference, man.
And then once your parents stop making money and stuff, and like Chavez, what did he have to want for when he was growing up? Chavez Jr.
Either one of them guys.
Yeah.
And they got ability. And Chavez Jr., the first time I saw him, he had a lot of ability. And I like the fact that he didn't fight like his father. He didn't fight on the inside. He used his range and stuff like that when he first started. But the motivation just wasn't there.
Yeah.
You keep going back to the one, 24/7 where he's eating cereal and
that's
he's
hilarious.
Exercising naked or whatever
he's shadow boxing in his underwear.
Yeah, and he's over there eating cereal and stuff like that, and shadow by dude, this doesn't get it done, guy. And that was before the Sergio Martinez fight, wasn't it?
What fight was that?
It had to be, because what other big fight was he in?
Yeah, he was. I can't remember if that was. I think that was the Fonfora fight. Maybe that was the fight he got knocked out in. I think he got knocked out by Jacobs too. Or at least stopped.
Combat Sports says Oscar was like the fourth generation of his family fighting. Yeah, but none of them guys made it. They weren't superstars. We're talking about superstars.
Yeah, Oscar was the only one that made it.
Oscar's kids, if they made it, they would be an anomaly.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They
But
didn't make it.
he was never you look at his thing, he was never around for him. He doesn't have relationships with him.
He's got all those kids and like you don't spend time with them.
No. That one dude, Travis Barker, he's like a musician or something like that. Oscar like openly thanked him for raising his daughter and everything. He said, because I wasn't there. Yeah. Oh, Leon Spinks. Oh, you're right. Corey Spinks and Leon Spinks. But I wouldn't say Corey Spinks did better.
No, Corey didn't do better.
No, you talking about Leon Spinks, son. You talking about a gold medalist, talking about heavyweight champion.
Michael
he's
was
in
the best.
rarefied air, man.
Yeah, Michael was the best of that in that family.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Michael was better than Leon.
Beat Larry Holmes twice, really only beat him once.
Then he beat Jerry Cooney.
Yeah.
He became heavyweight champion.
Yeah. I thought Michael Spinks was a very good fighter, man.
I thought Michael Spinks won the first fight with Larry Holmes, but I didn't have him win in the second. I thought he lost the second fight.
Yeah, I think most people had him losing the second fight.
Yeah, I thought he lost the second fight.
And I'm surprised they gave it to him. I'm surprised they
I am too.
I was a little surprised.
I am too.
But Holmes is another one that didn't do himself any favors.
Yeah.
I mean, but hey, he was one of the best out there. One of the best out there. So was there I keep hearing a pro box card. I know there's a pro box card. But it wasn't I'm trying to think here. I don't remember who was on it. I don't know. And what did you say was there another fight with
Frazier Clark and TKV? It was a good fight. It was a competitive fight. It was a little sloppy at spots. It's kind of an inside kind of mauling type fight. It's a little bit sloppy, but there was some decent uppercuts and short hooks landed on the inside. But TKV, man, he impressed me because he was the guy that he hurt Frazier Clark late in the fight. Frazier Clark was hurt and he started getting tired as well. And TKV pulled it out down the stretch. And even had a point taken away from him, but he still got it. So yeah, I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was a really good fight.
Tone 6403 says, was Corey Spinks, speaking of Corey Spinks, was he undisputed? No, he was never undisputed. He had a belt and he fought Zab, and I think Zab had a belt at the time. And I think it was for a unification, but no, he was never undisputed.
No.
Zab touched him up. Zab was just a crazy good fighter, man. All right, let's go to the upcoming fights here. Let's see what we got. All right, December 6th, San Antonio, Prime pay-per-view, PBC pay-per-view. Pay-per-view, son.
I know.
This is pay-per-view, son.
I know.
And what is the price on that pay-per-view? Robbie, I'm going to bring Robbie on in a minute. He'll know the price.
Corey Spinks, actually, I think he was undisputed.
I don't think he was.
It says Corey Spinks was undisputed from December 13, 2023.
Hold up.
2003 to December 2003 to February of 2005.
Robert.
Yeah.
Was Corey Spinks undisputed?
Yeah. Yes, he was.
Yeah,
he was correct.
I stand corrected.
Yeah,
I almost have them all at one time, huh?
Yeah. It's it's easy to forget because he just wasn't a standout like name. That's why. Like,
what's going on here? Some blasphemy in the chat.
Aaron
Pryor was a juicer. Son, Aaron Pryor's from Cincinnati. Son, Aaron Pryor didn't need a juice. Son, he's the best fighter, junior welterweight that lived, son.
Eric, the reason why they're probably saying that.
I don't care why they're saying it. Don't even go for it. Don't even take that bait. I don't care why they're saying it. It didn't happen. Know that. Anyway, back to the fights. All right.
Yeah.
Lamont Roach versus Isak Pitbull Cruz. 12 rounds for the vacant WBC interim junior welterweight title. Co-main, Janabek Alam Kanuli versus Arislandi Lara for Alam Kanuli's IBF and WBO middleweight titles and Lara's WBA title. Oshaki Foster versus Stephen Fulton, 12 rounds for Foster's WBC junior lightweight title. Jesus Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. Frank Martin versus Rancis Bartholomew, 10 rounds junior welterweights, There you go. How much is that card, Robert?
Robert? Is he on there?
What happened to him? Robert, how much is that card?
I got cut off. $80.
$80?
$80.
80.
Cut off.
Yeah, we didn't cut you off.
Get with the program here.
No,
You're calling every week.
Get AT&T.
Calling every week, okay?
Verizon.
Get with it.
Cricket.
Get with it, okay?
No, hey, you didn't cut me off. I didn't say you did.
I don't need an excuse on why.
All right.
I just need you to fix it. Anywho.
Tried to put you on the family plan with me, but you didn't want to take it.
No, all Amazon Prime pay-per-views are always $79, $80.
$80 for that. Beeb, is that an $80 card? Are we serious?
Oh my God.
Are we serious right now?
I just don't want to hear anybody talk crap about other people in the sport.
Even that card that Turkey just put on was like $50 or $40 or whatever it was.
I don't want to hear about all this other drama that people want to cry about when boxing is a mess. Okay, it's a mess. You got Tank Davis, who openly said he's going to retire after the Jake Paul fight. Now the Jake Paul fight didn't even happen, and the WBA hasn't even stripped the guy. Like, what? Why haven't they stripped Tank Davis yet?
My guess is that they reached out to him and he said he's going to fight again. It's not just, he says a bunch of stuff, Well, that's my guess anyway. I don't know, but that'd be my guess.
I think the guy should be stripped.
That's harsh. That's real harsh, babe.
He has no intentions of defending that title.
Got to make a living. December 6th, Monte Carlo, Monaco on DAZN. Shabazz Massoud versus Peter McGrail. 12 rounds, junior featherweights. Who's putting this on? We pay for this, Beeb. We pay for DAZN.
That sounds like a matchroom card.
That's a matchroom card.
Sounds like a matchroom.
Give me a break. Jimuel Pacquiao is fighting in Australia on December 6th, but there's no TV on it. He's fighting Hussein Sin Cara.
It's crazy, too.
There's no TV on it.
You hear, I have nothing against Jimuel Pacquiao. Not at all. But you hear
he doesn't fight very many people, though. I mean, he doesn't fight like killers.
But who has he fought besides Marius Briedis? Because you hear
nobody.
I hear people criticize everyone's resume, but they think this guy Jimuel Pacquiao is he's like the boogeyman at cruiserweight.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I mean, the second Briedis fight, he had a little bit of a scare later in the fight. I'm not saying he's not a very good fighter.
Briedis was washed when he fought him too, by the way.
Yeah. So this whole thing like that, he's just going to steamroll over guys like, Zurdo Ramirez. And if David comes up there, like David, like people saying that David's going to want no part of him and stuff. I don't think we really obviously Jimuel Pacquiao can punch a bit and he's dangerous, but he didn't look great in the second Marius Briedis fight. And he literally, both fights, I thought he had some problems in both fights with Briedis, and like you said, Briedis was past it. So we don't really know, or at least I don't really know.
I don't know anything. Yeah, I don't know.
Jimuel Pacquiao really is, because again, everyone wants to criticize everyone else's resume. Give me another name on
his. Yeah,
give me another name on his resume besides Briedis.
Yeah, he's got nobody. Right? And everybody's supposed to be running from this guy.
If David Benavidez goes up to cruiserweight, he's going to take that whole division over and eventually move up to heavyweight.
Who said that first, Robert?
You did.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you guys think that David Benavidez beats Jimuel Pacquiao?
Yes.
I think Benavidez dog walks Pacquiao.
Yeah, I think he beats him too. I'm not sure if he dog walks him, but I think he beats him.
He dog walks him. Easy work.
Let's put it this way, Joe. With Pacquiao's style and Zurdo's style, both of those fights for Benavidez are both going to be pieces of cake. They're going to be easy work.
All right.
He's going to, and Badu Jack, who's 41, 42 years old, he's still got a title, and if he fights Benavidez, he'll get the same treatment.
Yeah, that should be an easy fight to make, though, right?
Yeah, and
Zerto, they're both PBC, right?
Zerto,
is he still PBC?
I'm not sure.
No, Zerto is not.
No, Benavidez.
Zerto's with Golden.
Yeah, I don't know if Benavidez is still PBC, to be honest. I know Badu Jack's not PBC anymore.
Fight Doctor even says Opatai is nothing special.
Yeah, Badu Jack's not PBC anymore. He's with Turki Alalshikh.
He's with Turkey.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Let's have this card, man. And listen, I like the Lamont Roach Cruz fight. These are not like pay-per-view. This is not a pay-per-view caliber.
No, it's absolutely not a pay-per-view fight. There's
like,
no
what
way
are we
to
doing
justify
for $80 here, man. For real.
There's no
Robbie,
way
are you buying this?
No.
He's buying.
I don't want
he's
to.
Totally buying.
You are such a liar.
Yeah,
you're buying it.
Tell he's buying it.
You're gonna call me up and ask me to buy it for you.
I know, because DirecTV is advertising that they're going to have it. So if I bought it, I don't need anybody's help. I can just push the button on the remote.
So you're just going to buy it on DirecTV?
If I buy it, yeah, but I don't know if I will, because I don't think it's worth the price to start.
You're going to buy it.
He's going to buy it.
You're going to cancel another Applebee's dinner that for you and Mrs. Herrick down the drain because you got to buy another pay-per-view.
No, I don't want to buy this.
That's weird. Somebody in the chat said Fire Stick Boys in the house. Beeb, I don't know what he's referring to.
What are those smoke sticks? What are those smoke sticks? What are they? Bottle rocket sticks?
Fire sticks. I don't know what that means.
Flame sticks? We never heard of those.
No idea what that means.
I don't know those things.
And whatever it is, I don't co-sign with that.
What's a
I don't
fire
roll
stick?
like that. Yeah.
I
don't mess with that stuff. No, we're all legit here at the Reporter, son. All legit.
What are those fire sticks? What are they?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I never heard of them.
And you know what? I got a master's degree in this stuff, Beeb. I have no idea what a fire stick is or what it does or what you can do with it. I don't know.
Where do you buy those anyways?
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Incredible. So yeah, man, that
is
I can't believe that's a pay-per-view, man.
PBC is crazy.
Wow, that's bad, dude. That's like a regular card you put on.
Yeah, that's a Tuesday night fight.
Eric,
it's higher than a Tuesday. It's an HBO card. I'll give it. It's an HBO card, right?
We'll give him that.
Eric, that is the problem with PBC. Where as soon as they sign this deal with Amazon, all of their pay-per-view fight cards have all been $80. They haven't made one any cheaper than that.
So I wonder,
that's why I'm saying.
Well, I tell you this. All right, so check this out. So I wonder what the ratings are on those. I wonder what the buyer rates are on those. Like 16, 17.
About 12 people buy those pay-per-views. You kidding me?
Al Heyman's at the crib just hitting buy, keep hitting it. Yeah, seriously, like $80, 80 for that fight.
That is nuts.
Aside from like the boxers' families tuning into that fight, who else is going to watch that for $80, man? I'm not watching it for $80.
The hell out of here.
Get out of here. 80.
I mean, in all honesty, I could be wrong about the price, but that's what they normally charge for Amazon pay-per-view.
You're probably right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
2025, man.
I don't. Yeah. And here's another thing in the chat. Says Stream East Gang. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah. I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know what those sites are, man.
I don't know. I
never viruses.
I never heard of them. Probably, yeah. Probably. I'm sure you can get viruses off them. So no, I mean that's crazy.
Come on, we're legit.
Glow sticks. I use the glow sticks. Those are nice. All right, and that's the action for next week. And then in a couple of weeks, of course, we got Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua coming up. Yeah,
that's not too far off, is it? Huh?
Is it bad? Is it bad that I'm looking forward to that fight?
No, because I'm looking forward to it too, man. I think it's hilarious.
Robert, are you going to watch that fight?
Absolutely. It's on Netflix. I have Netflix.
Listen,
I don't have to pay extra for that.
I got to be honest, okay? What Jake Paul has done is...
Thank you, Fight Doctor. December 19th is that fight.
Yeah, it's pure genius. And I'm going to say something else.
He absolutely is. He absolutely
You want to talk about...
That's how we are in Ohio.
You want to talk about someone who gives back, not only to the women, but you notice what he does. All the guys that he fought, like Tyrone Woodley, Anderson Silva, all these guys are like on his undercard now. Like he's putting these guys. Yeah. So, he appreciates, there's like a camaraderie. He appreciates that these guys were good business partners with him, while they were doing the promoting and doing the events together, right? These guys are good business partners. So what does he do? He rewarded them, puts them on. So people want to talk about this guy.
Tell you what.
This guy puts a lot of money in people's pockets. Yeah. He really does. He gives back.
Yeah, and I mean, he's done a lot for the sport. He really has. I mean, like him or not, he's done a lot for the sport.
I don't hate on Jake Paul at all.
He's from Ohio. You can't really hate on him, but it's like still, man, it's like, I mean, for real, he's done a lot for the sport. As much as you may hate to admit it, he's done a lot for the sport.
I'll be pulling for him.
Yeah, I'll be pulling for him too. I'll be betting against him, but I'll be pulling for him. You know what I'm saying?
How do you even bet that fight? Anything you want to bet.
What is the over-under on that fight?
I don't even know if they have an over-under on that fight. It's only 8 rounds. We'll see. I have to take a look at it.
It's sanctioned, son. It's not. It's sanctioned, son. It's win-loss.
But sometimes they don't give you over-unders for these types of fights because the odds are so bad.
It's got to be 3 rounds. Over-under 3 rounds, right?
Yeah. I don't even know if they. I'll dig for it.
Check it. Yeah, check it real quick.
Yeah, let me see.
Robert, what do you think of Ben Whittaker while we're waiting?
I like Ben, and I agree with Joe. There's a whole bunch of light heavyweights in the UK. I'd like to see him run the gauntlet and fight every one of those UK guys. And if he can beat all those UK guys and knock a few of them out of the ratings, then we might have something. But I haven't seen enough yet.
There you go. MLO has a really good question here. And is it up to the commissions, babe?
What's that?
Why did the commissions allow Paul to have that heavy beard? Why aren't they making him shave it
that's
off?
A commission decision. Yeah, that's a commission.
Well, couldn't the trainer ask him to shave that or cut it back or something like that?
We've seen certain commissions tell people to shave and other people have not. Like Caleb Plant's got a beard like that too. There's been other fighters who've had beards like that, and they've gotten away with it. So I
got to be honest though. That beard doesn't cushion anything.
Yeah, I don't think it
there's no. You've been hit in the face with gloves.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Headgear cushions the blow. A beard is not going to cushion that blow. I don't care what anybody says. That's just nonsense. I think that's more of a get in your head kind of tactic.
Okay, so the money line is Jake Paul's a plus 500. Anthony Joshua is a minus 850. That's kind of tight.
That's really tight. Yeah. What in the world?
Okay, Jake Paul by KO is a plus 1,000. Jake Paul by decision is a plus 1,600. For the fight to be a draw, it's plus 1,750. Anthony Joshua by KO is a minus 500. Anthony Joshua by decision is a plus 600.
It's a minus 500.
But by decision, Anthony Joshua is a plus 600. The fight to go the distance. No, minus 650. The fight to go the distance, yes, plus 400. Let me see. I don't think there's an over-under yet. There's not an over-under for it yet.
If Anthony Joshua, let's put it bluntly, if Anthony Joshua doesn't knock out Jake Paul, then Anthony Joshua doesn't really have anything left. And you're right, Jake Paul has given a lot back to the sport. Yeah. But this, he's a 2-time heavyweight champion. He's got to prove that he's levels above Jake Paul. If he doesn't do that.
Do you remember the day Jerry called in and he was trying to tell us that this was a 50-50 fight because of
Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, because of Joshua's chin. I'm like,
I skewer. Let me tell you this, Beeb. I skewer people from Baltimore. That's why I'm the king of Baltimore. Remember Coach C called in, tried to give me the business, skewered him.
Coach C is You put him in retirement. I love that guy. What'd you do to him?
Dude. It was
What did you do to Coach C?
He didn't even call back. I don't blame him.
I
would have been too embarrassed too, man.
That guy's on the milk carton.
Yell, and then you got to move away. He probably moved out of Baltimore because of me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you destroyed Coach C. I miss that guy.
I skewer everybody from Baltimore more than the Wire guys.
Ryan doesn't even.
I should have been in the Wire. I should have been like in the Wire riding with Snoop or something.
After you worked over Brian all those years, he doesn't even call in anymore. What happened to him?
It's bad, man. It's bad. That's what happens. I can't sometimes.
Jason, you put him on the friggin'
back burner, son.
Yeah, you stuck him in the Phantom realm there.
Spirit of Justice had a really good point here. He said the beard could irritate the opponent's face. I think I've always heard trainers talk about it cushioning the blow.
Yeah,
I've never bought into that. Robert, let me put you back on hold for a minute.
All right.
Get him out of here.
He said, give him the hook. All right, 718. I believe this is Raphael.
Raphael, what's up?
718. Yeah, go ahead.
So, reminiscing with you guys remembering about Chavez Jr. eating cereal in his underwear. Honestly, that's when I first started to heavily getting into boxing politics because I didn't know how dirty the sport was. I was just a casual fan. But that was before on the 24/7 with Sergio Martinez. And I remember... Yeah, I remember on the face-off with Sergio Martinez, Chavez Jr. telling Martinez that he didn't fight Shabik, that's why he got stripped of the belt. But then Malignaggi started explaining the politics behind it, and that's when I started to realize how fucking dirty the sport of boxing is.
Dirty as fuck.
That's why I'm not surprised with Ryan getting a second title shot after losing. So none of this is already, a surprise. And I'll go even further. I know last week we were talking about Benavidez potentially becoming the face of boxing after Canelo and the sport where it is at limbo. This is what's going to happen next. It's not Benavidez is going to become the face of boxing. It's going to be if Ryan ends up beating Barrios in February and they end up doing the rematch between Haney and Ryan, that's going to be the money maker moving forward in boxing.
Yeah.
As unfortunate as that is, because this is just a reflection of today's culture, which is not about skills. It's not about who's the best. It's about who can attract the most eyeballs. So that's my call, guys.
All right, man.
All right.
He's got a point. He's right.
Yeah.
Look at Ryan Garcia should be immaterial, right? He really should be. He lost to Raleigh. Somehow he's getting a title shot, right? He's getting a title shot. Okay.
And then when he had the title shot versus Devin, he blew the weight.
Yeah.
Tested positive, and it's like
test positive, blew the weight.
Yeah.
Won the fight. Clearly won the fight.
I'm wondering. I'm just waiting. Not even wondering. I'm waiting to see what drama surfaces during the build-up or the training camps or whatever, the promotion leading up to this fight with Barrios. What's going to happen?
Barrios isn't. You know what I mean? He's real quiet. He's not like a fan-friendly guy in the sense that like everybody wants a piece of him. He makes himself stand out. He's just not that guy. He's a real humble guy.
But Ryan is just a mess. Something's going to happen, I think.
Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, Ryan needs to go back to whatever he was doing during that Haney fight.
Crazy Ryan, yeah.
We need crazy Ryan back. We need unhinged Ryan.
That was funny.
That guy is unbeatable. I like him.
That was nuts.
Oh, Fight Doctor says Ryan is a fraud. Oh, stop. What's the matter with you? Come on.
Not that many people are crazy about Ryan anymore, man.
He's got a family.
They've had their fill of him.
Yeah, right. All right, so the big news this week was Turki Alalshikh, right? Calling for a slowdown in spending. So there's been a ton of rumors flying around about Turki Alalshikh losing money and calling for a slowdown on spending. Alalshikh went to social media to deny all those rumors. He said, but realistically, B, I don't know that there's a sign of a slowdown. I think once TKO gets going with their stuff, I think the pay is gonna be fixed. Because I think that they make too much money. A lot of people price themselves out. They make a lot of money, crazy money.
Well,
it does need to be revamped because $100 million for a fight, you know.
Well, we saw what happened with PBC when they had that Waddell Reed money, the $500 million investment from Waddell Reed, the hedge fund, and that they went through that money pretty quickly. So there's only so long you can pay these inflated purses, and there's only so many people you can pay them to before you start taking a look and saying, "Hey, what are we doing here?"
Yeah,
right?
I would agree with that.
So
and I mean,
nobody likes losing money.
Listen, and he's got to be losing money.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not trying to count his pockets or anything. He's got way more money than we could dream of. But you look at what he's paying.
Yeah.
Look at what it's generating, and it doesn't make sense that he's turning a profit on all these fights.
Well,
when
you look at that Canelo fight alone with Crawford, if you're paying,
I mean, I hope he is. Don't get me wrong, because I want him to keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope he's making boatloads of money. But if you're paying over $200 million in purses to the card, I don't know if that the rights fee and the live gate money is enough to cover that, where you can turn a profit on that. So, yeah, I don't know.
So we'll see.
I don't know, man, if that's the case or not, man. I really don't. But he's, like I said, man, even that Canelo fight, what he was paying them dudes, what is he paying Canelo, like $100 million or something crazy?
I was saying that Canelo got like $150 million. I don't know how true that is, but
who knows? But we know it's a lot of money. To get those two guys in the ring was a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. So what about, so you had mentioned this because we had heard this batted around. I had heard they wanted a rematch, a Canelo Crawford. Canelo wanted a rematch and everything like that. So what have you heard about that?
Well, Benny the boxer, who's in Crawford's camp, one of his confidants, said that Crawford's not going to fight Canelo unless they give him $100 million. That's what he said. So
$100 million.
Yeah. So I don't think
that fight ain't happening. Nobody wants to see it.
Nobody really wants to see it anyways.
Well, that's the thing. Is what is the groundswell for this fight?
Yeah, and I don't think
nobody's clamoring for it.
I'm not calling for it. No, not many people I know are calling for it. Anyone in the chat? You guys want to see Canelo?
But $100 million. But he wants to fight him for $100 million.
Yeah.
Right. Who else is he going to fight though? Crawford, and he's not going to get $100 million for whoever he fights.
They said that he's been saying, kind of hinted around that he wanted to go down to 160 and win a title there. So we'll see. We'll see if he fights. It'd be interesting to see if he fights like Carlos Adames, and then if he was to beat Adames, which I think he probably, safe to say, would, in my opinion at least, no disrespect. But then Janabek's already got what? 2 titles?
Yeah.
So if he beats Arias Lara, he'll have 3 titles. So if Crawford fights twice next year, if he fights if he fights Carlos Adames and then Janabek beats Arias Lara or the winner of that fight, whoever, the winner of that fight's going to have 3 belts. So he can fight for undisputed in 2 fights.
Yeah. And he'll get it.
Undisputed.
And he'll win those fights.
Yeah.
All right, 443, Baltimore. You're live.
What's up there, ladies?
where you been, man? I heard you were I heard you fell off the wagon again. What's going on?
Yeah, well, you heard right.
I got to throw one at you.
You guys are just right in the middle of my drunken, stupid pass out, like time of the day.
Right.
And just hasn't been working out. But anyway, I agree with you about the Canelo fight, but let's be honest, man. If Canelo wants that fight and it was a rematch call, it's going to happen again. Like Crawford versus 5,000-year-old prehistoric man, Laura, nobody wants that. Nobody. Canelo's got a lot of fans, man. Even though he lost the first fight, his fans are going to get by that. You know, they're going to get past that. Janabek, I like Janabek, but nobody knows him, man. That I'm telling you, if Canelo wants that fight, he's going to get it. Turki's never made money on these cards. Let's be honest. The purses are, that's why he's got Dana White. Dana White, there's no mistake Dana White has become part of that play. Dana White is there to run it more like a business. And that's what you're starting to see and why you're starting to hear, hey, the money ain't there. Those Saudis never run out of money, man. They got money. The problem is they don't want to keep losing money just to lose it. You know, they want to at some point start making money, and that's where Dana White comes into the picture. Also, I'd like to say Devin Haney. Devin Haney came just short of a master class. He shut Brian Norman down. And, you know, I don't really love Devin Haney. He's made some very disparaging and racist comments about my whole race. So it's not like I root for the guy, but he gets way too much hate and not enough recognition. And he shut Norman down. Just shut him down and beat him up. You see Norman's eye and his nose was flattened out and broke. By the end of that fight, he was beat up and shut down.
He was just beaten in that fight. You could see it at the end of the fight. He was a beaten fighter.
Eric called it. I thought Norman was going to win. Eric said that he felt confident that Haney was going to win the fight. So,
and I said, dog walks him.
And he said he was going to beat him badly. Yeah, he said Eric wasn't surprised with that. I was surprised with that. Eric wasn't. So
I picked Devin Haney also, but I wasn't confident about it. I picked him, but you know, I like others thought, you know, probably what's his name would maybe get to him, but I picked Devin also simply because, you know, this guy, if you really look outside of the Ryan Garcia fight, this guy's dominating everybody. He beats guys consistently.
He could fight. There's no doubt about it. He could fight.
And people say, oh, man, if he would have went after him after the knockdown, go watch what he did after he knocked him down. He did go after him. He was on him like white on rice, so much so that he was twice admonished by the ref for not breaking on command because at that point Norman was clinching because he was hurt.
Yeah.
But Devin, despite the knockdown, I mean, he's not a puncher. You know, there's been plenty of guys that have been knocked down and pursued and not finished. And, yeah, he couldn't finish him. He wasn't hurt that badly. He was hurt, but not, like, out on his feet. And Devin Haney was on his ass, man. He was trying to get him, but, you know, he survived it. And credit to Brian Norman because he did fight back, and as the fight went on, he won a few rounds, but effectively he was shut down and made, just like Haney and his dad said, they were going to handicap him, and that's just what they did. Norman, you know, and as far as the clinching, I mean, there was clinching, but when you got a guy slamming in with his head, elbows, and forearms, you know, it's not up to Devin Haney to stand there and sloppily exchange with him at that point. You know, at that point, that's what you do. You clinch him and you let the ref come in and clean that mess up. And even in the clinches, Haney was working. He was throwing his left hand to the body and his right hand to the head. And Norman had no answers for it. And with that, I'm gonna tell you that I think Pitbull Cruz in this weekend's fight with what's his name, Roach. I like Roach. Yeah. Roach is a good fighter. Yeah. And people say Pitbull Cruz he's crude, he doesn't have any skill. And then they talk about styles. And the thing is Pitbull's style is what it is. And it's not easy to deal with. I don't care if you're skilled or not. Boxers have the hardest time with fighters like him that come forward and throw wild, aggressive punches. And Roach, I think, is a good boxer, but I don't think he's going to be able to deal with Cruz over 12 rounds. And I think Cruz is going to stop him in the second half of the fight.
Wow.
There is a good amount of people picking Cruz, to be honest with you.
I got Roach all day in that fight, man.
Yeah.
Who do you got, Beeb?
I think I'll pick Roach, but again, it's a tough.
I don't even think that's a 50-50 fight.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's tough, man. But
I'm telling you right now, Lamont Roach will Cruz in that fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Roach by decision.
Well, see, that's the thing. Mr. Popular Opinion there thinks because Cruz is a better boxer that he automatically beats a brawler. Not the case. Look at Floyd Mayweather. His toughest fights came against. Yeah, we're going to find out. Just like we found out last weekend, the power punching brawler was outdone badly by the boxer. But in this matchup, I don't think Roach is quite the boxer that Haney is. And I'm telling you, man, Pitbull Cruz is a bad little dude, man. He's a bad little dude. And he may be a little one-dimensional in his attack, but you still got to deal with that dimension. You still got to be able to deal with that. And not many have. And I don't know, Roach, I like Roach. He is a good boxer, and he can punch some too. But if Jamal Herring beat him, Pitbull Cruz can beat him. And I actually think he's going to stop him. I think in the second half of that fight, Lamont will fatigue a bit, and he won't be able to move as much, and Pitbull will eat his lunch.
There you go.
At that point.
There you go.
All right. And lastly, last week I heard Breeze say that I said that Jake Paul, AJ was 50-50. I never said that.
You did.
Jake Paul, Tank Davis. No. I said Jake Paul, Tank Davis was 50-50.
No, you said that was 50-50.
Obviously.
I remember it. You said AJ had no chin. I remember it. I have it down. I recorded it.
Well.
Got it.
Well, I can tell you this. I disagree, but I'll tell you this. JJ doesn't have a chin. He doesn't. I don't think it's 50-50. How in the world could anyone pick Jake Paul over AJ? However, if Jake Paul catches AJ, well, I don't give a shit about that. I mean, I never hear him talk about that.
Tell you what, Ohio beat your Baltimore Ravens pretty bad too. Let me tell you that. I didn't want to bring that up.
He's embarrassed.
But Thanksgiving was an embarrassment.
Don't bring it up.
It was an embarrassment.
It was.
I felt bad for you.
It was.
It was embarrassing.
Well, unlike you, I'm not hero starved, so I don't. When the Ravens tank, I'm.
Which is all the time. Which is all the time they tank.
And with the Bengals, well, all the time. They're 2-time Super Bowl champions. How many Super Bowls?
Not with Lamar.
The
not with Lamar.
Won?
They're not with Lamar.
Well, how many Super Bowls have the Ravens or the Bengals won with anybody?
Well, how many Super Bowls have the refs won against the Bengals? They've won 3. Bengals didn't lose them.
Who?
Bengals didn't lose those games. The refs beat them.
They have no.
The refs were paid off. Sure, and I have proof that they were paid off in that last game, by the way.
Sure.
All right, Jerry, we got to get running, man.
Tell you is,
Baltimore sucks, all right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome. I love it. Oh, that's great.
All right, Leigh Wood, Josh Warrington 2 is set for February 21st. Beeb, do we really need this rematch?
No. Listen,
right?
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. You've really influenced me about rematches. I hate them. I hate them as much as you do now.
All right? You don't need to see it again. We just saw it.
I'm not into rematches anymore, man.
You remember Gil Clancy?
Yes.
He had the line. He said that he went back and his fighter just lost the fight, and he goes back to the dressing room to talk to him. And the fighter says, "Get him for me again." Clancy says, he looks at him, he says, "You just had him." And he's right. You just had him. You just had a chance. There's no do-overs here.
Big Clancy. I like Clancy.
Adam Azim set to fight again on January 31st. This is the guy who just knocked out Kurt Scobie on that undercard. 14-0, man. It looks really good as a junior welterweight. Looks really good. So I'm liking the fact that they're keeping him busy. And then Jake Paul, of course, sparring with Lawrence Okoli, Frank Sanchez, and Jared Big Baby Anderson. are all said to have been getting Paul ready for his Anthony Joshua fight.
Those are good sparring partners, man.
Those are great sparring partners.
Let's start showing this guy some respect, man.
You're talking about the guy from Cincinnati. I mean, Jared Anderson, or from Ohio, excuse me.
I mean, he's the only one.
Titletown, baby.
He's the one that they probably shouldn't have called up, but everyone else is really good.
He's the one they shouldn't have called up.
I mean,
what a douche. Guys, like and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget that. That'll do it for this edition of Ringside Reporter. As always, you can catch Joe Habib on X at jhabib1. Find our YouTube channel at ringsidereporter.com, and you can find me on X at ringside73. Guys, we will catch you next week.